Okay, geometry. This is the last section. Surface area and volume of a sphere. Now I find it interesting that they didn't have you find the surface area of any of the pyramids, the cone, or the cylinder, or the prism. I thought that was really, really strange, unless somehow I missed it. But I was even ready to use a toilet paper roll to find the surface area of the cylinder, and I realized it's not even in the chapter. In any case, you did go through that, I want to say, in 6th grade. It's kind of a tough topic for that, but surface area, if you just find the area of each surface, add them all up, you have your answer. Okay, here we go. Warm up, we're going to find a couple areas, and then we're going to find some volumes. And of course, there's not a lot of space here. So what I'm going to do is start with number 1, like right here. Okay, so I want surface area, the radius is 17 for a circle. That's pi r squared. So we have pi times 17 squared. That's equal to 289 pi meters squared. You could put 289 times pi to get a decimal value if you want, but this is actually fine. Number 2. Problem with this is we have a diameter 7.8. So if I cut that in half, the radius is 3.9. Now, area is 3.9 squared times pi. Remember, pi r squared. So 3.9 times pi is about, I'm putting a wave here, 47.78 inches squared. Now, what's the difference? Why did I leave this one in terms of pi and that one as a decimal? Usually when you have a decimal, then you're going to go through and multiply by pi. If you have whole numbers with the pi, that's fine. So it's just usually weird to see a decimal answer with pi in the answer also. So you might as well take that extra step and multiply by pi. Number 3, now we're doing volume. We want volume of a cylinder, okay? The height is 10, the radius is 6, and remember volume is big B times h. So big B is pi r squared times h, which is 10. 6 times 6 is 36, times 10 is 360, so 360 pi. Now this is volume, so it's going to be feet cubed. Okay? Number 4, we have a cone. Remember, its volume is 1/3 big B times h, but in this case, pi r squared times h. Okay, so 1/3 pi 3.1 squared, so that's our radius, and the height is 11.8. I'm going to put all of it in the calculator because I have decimals here. I get 118.75 centimeters cubed. Please double check. Okay, last but not least, find the circumference of a circle. Oh yeah, this says area of each, but now this one says find the circumference. Okay, so C is equal to 2 pi r, which is the same as diameter pi. And the radius is 48. So 2 pi times 48. Well, 2 times 48 is 96. You can leave it just like that. And that would be just in meters. So far, so good? Alright, so surface area of a sphere. Now what's kind of cool is, let's think of a baseball. Well, I happen to have a baseball here. And let's rip this bad boy open. Look at that. This is like a circle. And then if I take the ball out, this is not completely ripped open. JD had a fun time with this. I don't know if he wants me to rip it open, but here we go. Look at this. So you have a circle right there, there's a circle right there, a circle right there, and a circle right there. So see how they have it opened? You see 4 circles. Well, 4 times pi r squared. What do you notice is the surface area? 4 times pi r squared. Now I know you might be thinking, well, you have this information right here, this extra part. So the extra part right here in the center. Notice this part of the ball is slightly smaller than that full circle. So, but this is what we're going to use, 4 pi r squared. So hopefully you remember that. And I'm hoping that JD doesn't get upset that I ripped his ball a little bit more. In any case, here we go. Find the surface area of the sphere. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but r is equal to 14. And surface area is 4 pi r squared. And it's surface area, so it's squared. The units will be squared, not cubed. So we have 4 pi 14 squared. 14 squared times 4 is 784 pi and 70 squared. There's your exact answer. But if it's a multiple choice question, they have decimals. Multiply those two values. You get about 2,463.009. Okay? Next page. Yeah, I know. This is actually a really easy section. So I just find it interesting that our book skipped all the hard stuff with the surface area of all the other shapes. We're gonna, if we have time at the end of the year, like I said with everything else, I'll teach extra. All right. So remember, surface area is 4 pi r squared. They give us the surface area this time. 40.96 in terms of pi. So again, that's strange to have those two numbers. So there's only one reason why they did that, but what is the diameter? So we need to find out what the radius is and then double it. So 4 pi r squared. I'm going to divide both sides by 4 pi. You'll see that these pi's will cancel. R squared is equal to 10.24. And then take the square root. So you get 3.2. Some people stop and forget to answer the question. We want the diameter. So remember, the diameter is equal to 2r. So 2 times 3.2 is 6.4, and that will be inches. Well, look at that pretty globe. It didn't photocopy very well. Sorry. So the globe in the model, the globe of the Earth is a model of a sphere. The circumference, spelled wrong, of this globe is 18 pi inches. So, I didn't see that in my original work. Great. I don't have my calculator with me. Because if you'll notice, I didn't put 18 pi in my original work, so we'll work it out. All right, so I have 18 pi is equal to 2 pi r. So we got to find out what r is. So I'm going to divide both sides by 2 pi. R is going to equal to, pi's cancel, 9. So we want a surface area is equal to 4 pi r squared. So I have 4 pi times 9 squared, which is 81. 81 times 4 is 324 pi, and this will be in inches squared. All right. Did that without a calculator. How about that? Volume. Okay, here we go. Volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. So it's very close. If I take away the 3's, put a 2 here, you have surface area, but 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay. A beach ball has a diameter of 9, so that means the radius, half it, 9/2. Find its volume. This volume is 4/3 pi, and then the radius, which is 9/2, cubed. All right, so when you cube a fraction, you want to cube the numerator and cube the denominator. So cube the top and bottom. I have 4/3 pi. 9 times 9 times 9 is 729. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Of course, we're going to have some reductions here. And you will get 243 over 2 pi inches cubed. So there's an exact answer. But if you put it in the calculator, please double check these for me. 381.7035 inches cubed. Because I do make mistakes. Today would be no different. Ooh, composite solid. Gotta love it. Okay. Looks like a little pill, but it's inches, so it's not. Can you imagine trying to swallow that bad boy? 24 inches, that's 2 feet long. In any case, let's first find the volume of the sphere. If you put these two ends together, it's a sphere. So, volume of the sphere is 4/3 pi r's 3 cubed. Okay, well, look at this. This is going to cancel with this. 3 squared is 9. 9 times 4 is 36. Okay, that's for the sphere. Now for the cylinder. Remember that's big B times h, which is pi r squared times the height. Okay, so double check. This is 36. 36 times 24 is at 864. Then we have pi there. Add them up. It'll put it all together. Remember, the volume of the sphere put these two pieces together to make the sphere. So 36 pi plus 864 pi, 900 pi inches cubed. So there's our homework. And we're doing volumes for spheres now. Have a nice evening. Spring break will be coming soon.